YouTube, what's up? So, sometimes I like to come and I'm just up right now. It's like today's Monday. Today's Monday, April the 9th, 2021. Just wanted to give the date off so that people will know, be acquainted with, time frame and whatnot. It's like 30 seconds already passed by, so I don't want to be very long because like the next actually I have a plan to start actually vlogging from my camera once I order a camera, and I want to get the best quality I could get possibly for me to start actually showing y'all a different quality other than from my phone or whatnot, because that's what I've been doing. It's actually what I've been giving my content off my phone. And like I said, I'm not one of the best with this all the time. Sometimes, I can bring y'all content with confidence. Like as you see when I'm outside and I'm in nature, I have more confidence when I'm in nature and stuff like that. I guess I get a better confidence in the morning, from receiving energy from, the planet, And I want to just talk about like as much as I could in this small time period, the frame that I could in these few minutes that I could talk about everything collectively, like as far as things that I go through, because I just actually seen this guy speak before I actually start, giving y'all my situations and circumstances and things I've been through in life. Saw this guy just talk about some things that really correlated with me and related to me. Especially like he was talking about how he felt coming from an aspect of being one of the kids that come outside and everybody's familiar with you and want to play with you, and they know you and they're familiar with you. So I think like when he said that, it kind of put me in a mindset like, wow, I went through that same aspect, growing up. And he was talking about by the time he got to high school, he started feeling that void, and I was in that same, I was kind of in that same category, me, he's actually a Caucasian, so like, I'm from the South, so I don't know exactly where he's from, but I'm from, like I said, I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. Y'all should know that by now, all my subscribers that follow me. He talked about how he, really didn't have that many friends, as he got into high school and stuff like that. So I noticed like, just to, take from where he was at, and I kind of resonated with that, because I went through that same circumstance when I was in school, going through high school. First off, like when I first started even going to school, from being a kid, especially in the city where I'm from, it was like one of like the weirdest experiences, growing up, and feeling so outcast that once I got to high school, that's when I really knew like kids were like totally like molded totally different from me, and I didn't grow up with what you would say a mom and a dad in a household like that from my biological mom or dad, and let alone, I don't know who my dad is. Recently I was just told by a certain person that, the person that I thought was my dad isn't my dad. So I don't know, I really don't care. I really don't. I'm at this time in my life where I just really don't give a fuck about nothing that don't give a fuck about me. And I hate to just say it like that, but I'm really at that point in my life where I just feel like I don't give a fuck about nothing that gives a fuck about me at all. And I hate to be like that, really don't want to be like that, and I did some stuff that I'm not proud of, man, like when it came to like a lot of things in life, man, especially like dating, in the dating world, dating, women, going through different, circumstances with dating women. I don't even know where to start. My life is like has so many parallels and obstacles to it. Like it's like a roller coaster. I'll probably be here like 30 minutes explaining to y'all exactly everything that I went through. And sadly I can't do that through this phone. And it'll take me the time to do it so you can get a thorough understanding of who I am, who JPR is. Other than just me trying to be a musician. Trying to build, a following, which is I don't care about building a following on at all. It's not. I don't do this for that. I do this to really, give myself therapy. To really talk about things and get things off my chest. Because I know it's someone out there that's just like me, been through some of the things that I've been through, dealing with so many different aspects of life on different circumstances and situations and stuff. Dealing with people, spiritual aspect of things. I have not always been the person that you see right now on this camera. I have not always been. I didn't know how to do a lot of things. I used to feel unconfident. I used to feel like I wasn't smart. I used to feel like I wasn't intelligent. Right now you see me in the stage right now, which is unfamiliar. What I say, like, when you see different people and when you see the aspect of me outside of social media or like the internet, it's a total different story. Like what I'm saying, like I am what you see, but I only tell and show so much. And these are the these are the blogs that I do to show you, who I really truly am, and right now I'm in a circumstance of bettering my life. Actually, I've been looking for, I haven't been looking as hard, but I'm looking for a house right now, a home, actually a house of my own. Right now I lay dormant in a family's resident that I pay to occupy, and I saw myself slipping and falling back into the abyss of, not being confident not too, long ago, and I had to really check myself not too long ago about that, because I started to fall back into that same category, that I was putting myself in because of my depression. And depression is something that we all go through. It's a deep, dark, circumstance, going through depression. And I just really don't like the fact that I have to talk and cram so much of what I went through within like a 10-minute standpoint to a 15-minute standpoint, because my phone, I only have so much memory, and I don't even know how much memory on this at this moment, that I have, so I could talk to y'all or whatnot. But I went through obstacles in life, man. Like I had one of them childhoods that some of everything happened to me, man. Like from not being protected from, family members the correct way. I will come back, with a longer video, so that you can understand the content more, detailed than what I'm doing right now. Because it's kind of hard for me to get all the emotions out and tell y'all what's going on in such a short time frame. Because now it's like 10 minutes. I've been talking for 10 minutes, and it's weird how time flies like that. 60 seconds goes by so fast, man. It's like crazy. But I went through so much at a time in my life where it was like so unfair. Like some of the stuff that I endured because of not being understood, being misunderstood from adults that don't understand primarily the circumstances and the situations of what a kid goes through. Kids, especially going through what I went through. Like I was a child that was born, from teen parents. So actually it was a sexual encounter, and I was born like that, and a lot of kids are born like that. I'm one of them kids that was raised by the grandmother, of the other parent. And I was raised by the so-called guy that was supposed to be my dad, which is, I don't know who. If you know, I don't, like I said, I don't know who's my dad, and I don't really give a fuck. But I was raised by his mom. You know, rest her soul, Geraldine Anderson. I claim her as my grandma. She adopted me. You know, so I don't really know the truth about my circumstance when it comes to, you know, my information when I was born into this planet. You know, that's like one of the worst things for like a kid to go through, like a process. And before I even get to that, you know, it's so many issues, deep rooted issues that I have had in my life. You would think that I had therapy, and I never had therapy ever in my life. You know, because God has given me some kind of gift to like weather through the storm. And you know, I just been trying my best to hold on to that, you know, and give my best of my reality to those without like trying to, you know, get ahead of myself, or like I'm really at a point in my life, man. I don't want to even feel like I'm getting famous. I don't even want to even try to even be popular, you know. And so many people care about that. I used to care about that bullshit so much, even recently, you know. I had to check myself about, you know, not wanting to be on social media so much and stuff, and getting away from the internet, getting away from my phone. I actually broke my phone so many times and dropped phones. I feel like it's a sign for me to get away from digital, you know, all, you know, technology for a long time, as long as I can. It's kind of hard not to, because I do music, I do so many other things, and I'm still in that process of trying to, you know, build, you know, funds and actually build wealth to a point where I can go out and live the life that I really want to, without, you know, having to, you know, worry about if I have the actual funds to take the opportunity to do things that I really want to do in life. And that's, you know, go to this city, go, you know, to this country. I haven't even left the country, you know, yet, and I'm 35 years old, you know. Deep depression is something. Deep depression builds anxiety, stress. It causes all kind of things, man. Like, honestly, it does. And I'm one of those guys that went through that. You know, I went through the colorism stage, and that's another thing I'm gonna come back and talk about that. You know, also. I'm gonna go a little longer so y'all can understand what I went through with my colorism, you know, being dark skinned and being treated a certain way because I was dark skinned. I went through that. I went through man, like, I was mistreated by like women so bad, like girls, let alone I was mistreated by girls a lot. But on the same note, I was treated good at the same time. So it was like double-edged sword. It's hard. It's kind of hard to explain this video, man, because it's like so much that I went through that I could share that'll help someone. And I promise you, I don't want to be real long in this video because it takes so long for me to upload videos. So I don't want to take a lot of time, you know, in this video. I want to keep it as discreet as I can. But I went through the colorism thing, you know. I went through fighting deep depression, man. Because I went through things as a child that I think it did something to my, you know, my thought process. It stopped me from thinking like how I want to, thinking in the capacity of the speed that I want to, you know, because I went through that. Man, I live in a weird atmosphere for sometimes because I'm battling, you know, things that are trying to take over, you know, entities that try to take over that I know that are not good, you know. They try to always, you know, intervene, and I know I won't let them get the best of me, you know. And I'm here because I want to meet people just like me, you know, that went through some of the same things that I went through, or not even that same, but we can relate and help each other, you know. I think YouTube is one of the best platforms for people to come together and help each other, you know. But I need you to do this. Don't just subscribe to me, but leave a comment and let me know what you think about what I'm saying. Do I need to talk certain issues you feel like I need to talk about? Because nothing I ain't been through. You know, like my man Daniel Payne said, he's a rapper from Birmingham, man. He's like, I've been through it all. I got some game for you, you know. And that's how I feel. Like I've been through it all, so I got like hellified game for those who need it, you know. And I just want to be a breath of fresh air for those who really, you know, need help, who really want help for real, who really want to get through their circumstances and stuff like that. You know, I've been through some of the hardest things in life. It was some weird issues, you know, and I can't just explain them, like I said, all in just one video, you know. So like, give me like, I'll say like another month, you know, and hopefully not that long, you know, like another month, so I can bring my reality to y'all and let you know what I went through and where I'm at right now in life. And things have gotten better since the past times you've seen me go, you know, do videos on YouTube or whatnot. And things have gotten better to a degree, you know. It's all due to the Most High, you know, and allowing me to understand the mistakes I make too at the same time, because I could be doing a whole lot better than what I am right now. You know, it's just all about, you know, fighting depression. You know, I fight that a lot, and I fight addictions too. You know, I got addictions, not drug addictions, you know, but addictions that, you know, are not, I'm gonna talk about those too, those addictions too, you know. Like, I have a problem with, you know, not telling women no. You know, that's another thing. Like, I went through so much with women that I don't know where to start. I went through so much with, you know, the same opposer, which is, you know, male individuals, you know, as far as like going through fights, all kind of stuff, man, from almost getting killed, you know, from deceitful people, deceitful women, deceitful men. I went through it all, man. Like, dealing with fake individuals and stuff, man. Like, just all overall, bro. And I'm not here to act like, you know, I didn't inflict any pain, because I was hurt before, you know. I was one of them people that I didn't do like harsh shit to people, but I did some shit that I didn't like, you know, not no bad shit like killed somebody or no shit like that. I have not caught a body or anything like that, but I sold dope, you know. I may have treated a woman not with the utmost respect, like all the time, you know. Women I dated, you know, due to the fact of the circumstances of what I went through, you know. But do me a favor, leave me a comment and let me know if how you feel about what I'm doing right now, and let me know what you think about what I just said. You know, does it correlate to what you went through? And I'll go in. The more feedback I get, the more I can be free with my content and let you know who I am more so. But I want to say I'm thankful for like the people that tune into my channel and watch and pretty much just watch everything that I have going on right now, from the small scale that I'm on right now. And you know, as it grow, if it does grow, like I said, I always say, if the world don't blow up, we gonna blow up. You feel me? Oh, I appreciate the content watchers on YouTube, those who are watching me. I don't know who watching me, so hopefully you know, leave a comment or something if you come and drop by. You know, leave me a comment and let me know you rocking with me, and subscribe. And like I said, I'll be back with more content like within a month. You know, I just felt like I want to talk about just something brief to, you know, cool off until, you know, I come back the way I want to. So I appreciate everybody on YouTube. You know, you can follow me on Instagram at JPR_27 if you feel a need to, you know, want to follow me on my socials. And I'll come back with more of that, because like my mind right now is just so many different places, because I want to give y'all so much to talk about.